Today, I'm going to show you how to get some very nice Spotify themes on the new Spotify. Yes, finally, we have Spicetify on the new Spotify. And before I get a little too riled up, the main thing I want you to do on your little computer in front of you is make sure that you have the Spotify.com version of Spotify. So, press the Windows key, type in Spotify, and if it has this nice green circle like this icon right here, you're doing a fantastic job. If the Spotify icon looks kind of like this, a green square with a white logo, then you need to uninstall that version of Spotify and you need to go to spotify.com and download the website version of Spotify. Now, once you've done that, we can actually move on to theming. So to start off, you need to go to the first link in the description and you will see this Spicetify Themes. So this website might look a little different depending on how long it's been since I actually published this video. And that's because new themes are being added almost weekly, it seems like. Right now, the Spicetify community is trying to port over all the old themes to the new Spicetify client. So, you might have more themes, you might have less themes. That'd be a bad sign. One thing you just want to do is go and click the green download code button and click download zip. When you do that, it will download all the themes. Now there will be a third link in the description and it will be theme preview. You want to open it up. This shows you how themes usually look. Now, some of these screenshots are a little misrepresentative, like the top bar on this actual Spotify theme is different because that's Linux, that's not Windows. So, just keep that in mind. The main thing you want to look at is just everything inside of the Spotify window. So this is the default theme. Then we have Dribblist, which we all know and absolutely love. And the main thing you want to look for is you have the actual theme. Then anything that is not underlined as a massive title in the GitHub page is a color scheme. So if you keep on scrolling, you can browse and pick a theme that you want. Once you figure out what theme you want, we actually need to install the theme. So what you need to do is first off go to the fourth link in the description, I think, and you will see this paste bin. You need to copy all of the contents of the paste bin, press Ctrl C, then press the Windows key and type in PowerShell. And once you type in PowerShell, click Run as Administrator. Now it'll pop up with this window, press yes, and PowerShell will pop up. Now you want to right click to paste in whatever you copied, and it will download Spicetify for you. Now you might get the scary pop-up, just kidding, I coded this myself. It will say, please drag the themes into the themes folder located at that path. I'm going to show you how to do that, but the main thing you want to do is click on your file explorer, go to your downloads, you'll see the Spicetify themes that we downloaded, double click on it, double click on the folder, copy all of the contents, press Ctrl C to copy, then go to this PC, C drive, users, go to your user, then click on the .spicetify folder, then go to the themes folder, and you want to paste in all those files using Ctrl V. Now, when you do that, you will have all the themes there, and you can go back into PowerShell, so minimize this window, and press OK. And once you press OK, Spicetify will restart again, and it will look not different at all. And that's because we actually need to log in first to see a couple of changes. So right now, I would highly suggest you logging in. Now, when you do log in, you'll be flashbanged by this absolutely awful white theme, and that's completely fine. Make sure you allow access to your networks, normal Windows stuff that just doesn't make any sense and really doesn't matter. But now you have Spotify. So most of you will actually want to change the Spotify theme, and there's one thing that you need to look out for, and that's actually complex themes versus standard themes. Standard themes are really easy to apply. You just apply the theme and it does its magic. Complex themes require JavaScript files to function correctly. As of now, there are 2 complex themes and the rest are basic themes. What do I mean by complex and basic, and how do you identify them? Well, if you go into your file explorer and go to your C drive, then you go to users, your user, then .spicetify, then themes, you'll see all your themes. So to start off, I'm going to pick a basic theme. Now, to identify a basic theme, let's say I'm going to use Sleek. If I double click on the Sleek folder, I will not see any JavaScript files. If you do not see a file that is .js or some weird extension, i.e. this Dribblish one has this weird little script file here, if you do not see a file with this little icon in the theme that you are choosing, then you are using a simple theme, so you want to follow the steps that I'm currently showing. If you are using a theme that has that weird JavaScript file, then there will be chapters or whatever, just skip to the next chapter. So let's say you pick the Sleek theme and you want to use it, and it is a simple theme. It has no JavaScript file. Well, to apply the theme, all you need to do is go into the YouTube description, and this is my perfectly good simulator here, and you will see changing simple themes. You want to copy the code underneath it, and you need to press the Windows key and type in Notepad and open up a new Notepad page so you can edit this code before you paste it into PowerShell. So moving things around just to make it a little bit easier to navigate, the main thing you want to do with this code is you need to change the theme name and the color scheme name. And since the theme name is sleek, I need to enter that into the first line. So remove the parentheses and type in sleek. Now it is case sensitive, so if it has a capital S, you need to have a capital S. Now what do I mean by this color scheme or scheme name? Well, sometimes themes have color schemes. This sleek theme has multiple photos of different color schemes. So there's bib, there's deep, there's deeper, and psycho. I'm going to open up the psycho picture, and let's say this is how I want my Spotify to look. All I need to do is go back to Notepad and change the scheme name to psycho, the color scheme that I want. So psycho, I can't spell anything correctly because my life is an absolute mistake. And once you put it in, once again, it is case sensitive, you can now copy and paste this code into PowerShell. There are some cases where some themes won't have screenshots of their color scheme. Now, what you can do is you can ignore it, but if you're a little bit of a nerd, you can actually right-click the color file, press Edit, and you have different color schemes noted by these square brackets. So we have psycho, deeper, deep, and the rest of them. So if you don't see any screenshots, you can look at the color file, but most of the time, if they don't have the screenshots, I just ignore it. Anyways, all you need to do to apply the theme is copy all of the code that you just modified, go into PowerShell and right-click, then press Enter. You have to press Enter or nothing will happen. And now my Spotify has the sleek theme and it has the psycho color scheme or whatever it was. And if I press play, you can see I have the album art and everything looks roughly the same. So to apply a complex theme, first off, I'm just going to say that a complex theme is a theme that has a JavaScript file in it. So it'll be this white outline paper thing with a scroll inside of it. What you need to do with a complex theme is you need to find that file. You need to click on it. You need to copy it. Then go to your URL bar and click on .spicetify. Then you will see an extensions folder. Open that up and you need to paste in the JavaScript file. Now, you need to take note of the name of this script file. So it's called Dribblish with 3 B's. Keep that in mind. That is very important. Next up, we need to go into the YouTube description and you will see changing complex themes and you'll see a whole bunch of code underneath. You need to copy this code, then press the Windows key, type in Notepad, press Enter to open up a new Notepad file. You want to paste in the code, and now you need to modify this code before you paste it into PowerShell to apply the theme. So to start off, the main thing you need to do is you need to pick your extension.js. So to do that, our extension was named Dribblish with 3 B's. So in these parentheses here, you need to type in Dribblish. Now, this is very important. You need to press .js at the end of it. That is extremely important. If you do not have the .js, it won't work. Make sure that the names match up in terms of capitalization and the name itself. And once you do that, you need to change the theme name. So the theme that I was using was Dribblish. Now I'm unsure whether or not if Dribblish was a capital D or a lowercase d. So I need to click on .spicetify, go to themes, and I see Dribblish starts with a capital D. So I'm going to change the theme name to Dribblish with a capital D. Dribblish. Next up, there is the color scheme name. So I'm going to open the Dribblish theme folder, and I see base, beach, sunset, dark, Nord light, purple, and samurai, and also white. I am going to pick beach sunset. So I need to change the field in the parentheses, and I need to type in beach dash sunset. I am perfectly matching the name of the screenshot that I'm using. So if I zoom in a little bit, you'll notice that beach sunset has this nice little color that I want. And what I am doing is just copying the name verbatim. You need to make sure that the case is sensitive, aka if it's capitalized, capitalize it. If it's lowercase, keep it lowercase. Once you've done that for the whole entire code, you can copy it and you can go to PowerShell again and right-click to paste. Then once you paste it in, you won't see that anything happens. It just goes back to default. Well, that's because you need to go into PowerShell and you need to press Enter because we still have one line of code queued up. So press Enter and now it will actually apply the theme. And now we have the Dribblish theme. Now there's one weird thing about Dribblish that I just noticed, and it's that folders do not have an icon. So what the heck? Why would you even release the theme? Well, that's because you can actually change it yourself. So right click on the folder and click choose folder image, and now you can pick whatever you want. So I'm going to pick background, and that sets it as the folder icon. You might think that's fancy, but the developer of this theme is even more big-brained than I could ever imagine. Move your cursor over into the middle of this little bar here, and you can resize it. Yes, you can resize the bar. Our Dribblish hero has saved our life. Anyways, I'm going to cut the hyperbole, but you can also do the same thing with your friend activity, but I'm not logged in, so it's going to look a little bit weird. Now, this is for both themes. You can remove this friend activity tab by going into your settings on the top right, clicking on settings, then scroll down, and once you scroll down, you will see this display section, and you need to uncheck see what your friends are playing. I have no friends, so they just disappear. That's actually what happens in real life. Now, there's one last thing you need to keep in mind when you're changing from a complex theme to any other theme, and that's cross-compatibility. Certain complex themes with their JavaScript files can mess up other themes and ruin them completely. I've actually made this mistake on my first Spotify video, and I did not catch it. So now, I learned from my mistakes. So anyways, what you need to do first is you need to go into the description and you will see this cross-compatibility code. What you need to do is copy it. Then you need to open up Notepad again. So press the Windows key, type in Notepad and press enter. Then paste in the code. So once you paste it in, you might be thinking, wait, it's been like 3 months since I changed my theme. I don't even know what the extension is called. Well, I'm going to show you how to figure out. First, copy the first 3 words of the code, so Spicetify config extensions, copy it using Control-C, then go into PowerShell and right-click and press Enter. And what will happen is you will see your current extensions that are activated. Once again, you need to disable these JavaScript files so that if you go to a different theme, they won't mess up everything. So the current extension that we have running, or JavaScript file, is dribblish.js. So go into your code and you need to replace the stuff in the parentheses with dribblish.js. So dribblish.js. Do not forget the .js and do not delete the minus sign at the end. The minus sign is telling the program to remove it from your extensions. So once you do that, if you copy all the code, go into PowerShell and right click and press enter, what will happen is it will say config changed, extensions equal nothing. That is a very good sign. That basically means that if you just follow my steps for either the simple or complex themes, it will be exactly the same each time. Now, there is one last thing that I just want to say before I show you the uninstall steps, and that's sometimes your themes just might disappear. They might just, for example, I'm going to simulate it, but if you restart your computer and your Spotify just looks plain and boring like this, all you need to do is press the Windows key, type in PowerShell, and click Run as Administrator. Once you do that, it'll pop up with the shield thing. You need to click on it and press yes, and it'll pop up with PowerShell. And all you need to do to reapply your theme whenever it breaks like this is type in Spicetify apply and press enter. And once you do that, it'll start theming everything and it will go back to your normal theme. So keep that in mind. Now, if there's any other weird issue about updating, you may need to just re-follow the video where you update Spotify, re-download Spicetify, and follow all the steps, and that usually should fix any bugs. And that wraps up the installation portion of the video. If it worked, like and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel even further, just turn off your ad blocker when you watch my videos. And if for some odd reason it didn't work out for you, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section or join my Discord and put your issue in the help channel, and I will help you out as soon as I can. Now let's get on to the uninstall portion of the video.
So you want to uninstall Spicetify. Well, to uninstall Spicetify, no, I'm kidding, I'm going to cut the accent. To uninstall Spicetify so Spotify is back to normal, it's actually extremely easy. All you need to do is type in Spicetify restore and press enter in PowerShell. Mind you, I totally forgot to say that. But it should go back to normal Spotify. Now to completely remove Spicetify, it's really easy. Go into your File Explorer, click on this PC, then click on your C drive, then go to Users, then go to your user file, and you need to delete the .spicetify folder, and you need to delete the Spicetify-CLI folder. Now, once you do that, when you restart your PC, Spicetify will be 100% gone. And now you're back to normal Spotify. Now you're back to Spotify. It's a mess, okay? All I'm saying is that sooner or later, I swear, someone's got to make a Spicetify theme that turns it back to the old Spotify. And boom, baby. Absolute beauty. Anyways, I gotta go eat pizza. A piece of this ass.